sort of became an adoptive issue. Whereas
recently, a Tennessee woman adopted a boy from Russia, determined he was unstable, and then returned him to his homeland. You may have heard this story where she pinned a note to him, put him on a plane by himself. A 7-year-old who she said was dangerously mentally ill. Put him on a plane by himself. Waved bye-bye.
I think we can all agree that in America the societal norm is when you give birth to a child or when you adopt a child, you're a parent. You're a mother, you're a father. It doesn't matter where the kid came from. The adoptive process is similar to giving birth. That's your child. So when you are willing to abandon a child, especially in a particularly callous way, by, say, pinning a note to them and putting them on a plane, or, say, dropping off a completely coherent child at sort of like a child abandonment point that's meant for newborns, that says more about you than it does about the child.
The heart of the issue is a real question, and it's not that black and white. You know, is there a situation where a child is better off being moved to a different situation, being moved to a different family that might be better suited for them? I don't know, there might be. It's definitely a no-win situation. I mean, the child's either gonna have this, you know, terrible memory of getting displaced and moved to somewhere new, or they're gonna be spending 18 years in a home that's just not the right fit.
I think I have to say that if it's your child, it's your child, and you have to deal with him as best you can. And sometimes that means, unfortunately, if the child has to be hospitalized, what else can you do if your life's in danger?
If you adopt a child and find that they're, say, trying to murder their siblings, do you need to take action on that? Yes. Do we live in a country where sometimes the best course of action, or the only course of action you could afford, would be to return them to their previous situation? Perhaps.
You never know where the journey of being a parent's going to take you, and you know, you have to be prepared for it to possibly take you to places beyond your worst nightmares. But beyond that, I do think there's definitely situations where a child would benefit from being moved. You know, I know we're talking about adopted children, but you know, I don't see a lot of difference. To me, adopted child is just a term. I mean, a child is your child.
There was a period where they were worrying about women who didn't want their babies or weren't aware that they were pregnant, like just putting them in garbage cans or something. So they put these newborn drop-off points outside hospitals, and or child drop-off points, like safe zone. And they had people dropping off kids, not newborns. Like, stay right here till a policeman comes. Mommy's leaving, daddy's leaving. I mean, this is an issue with unstable people parenting.
Life throws you for loops, and if you're not ready for the worst and the best, you might not be able to handle the good.
Maybe we should all be going, whew, that woman put that kid on a plane. Because imagine what a life would be like with somebody who is willing to put a 7-year-old on a plane with a note pinned to his jacket. You know what? He's gonna be better where he is.
Where do you stand on this? Can you see where a parent might want to return an adopted child? Do you think that's ever warranted? Do the countries involved in these adoptions bear some responsibility? And where do you think, I don't know, where do you draw the line?
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.